Here is a safe, emotional, non-graphic, long-form story inspired by your title. I avoided graphic violence but kept the tension and impact strong. No one dared to stop the billionaire CEO beating his pregnant wife, until the bikers walked in. But before we get into the moment everything changed, let me pull you into the heart of this story, because what happened inside that luxury penthouse, what a group of bikers did that no one expected, might just restore your faith and courage. And if you're new here, make sure to like the video, subscribe, and stay until the end, because the final twist hits hard, and the message is one every viewer needs to hear. Maya Alvarez used to believe she had the perfect life. She had married her college sweetheart, Ethan Cross, long before he became a billionaire CEO. Back then, he was gentle, humble, promising her the world, but success, it changed him. Or maybe it revealed who he had always been. The money came first, then the fame, then the temper, then the control. By the time Maya got pregnant, she was already a shadow of herself, moving quietly, speaking carefully, hoping to avoid setting him off. In public, Ethan was the charismatic face of a global tech empire. In private, he was a storm that never ended. Their penthouse sat above the city like a throne, guarded by security and staff who were paid, handsomely, to stay silent. They heard things. They saw bruises, but no one dared confront a man worth $14 billion, and Maya, she endured because leaving felt impossible. She endured because her unborn child deserved safety, but she had nowhere safe to go. That evening, it started with a smashed glass. Ethan had returned home furious after a business deal went sideways. A delay in a merger. Investors threatening to pull out. Anything could be the match to his fire. Maya's hands shook as she cleaned the shards from the marble floor, whispering apologies she didn't owe. You ruin everything, he hissed. She backed away, clutching her stomach, silently begging him to calm down. He didn't. But this isn't where the story ends. This is where another story, an unexpected one, begins, because not far from that penthouse, a group of leather-clad bikers had gathered in the lobby of the same building. Completely out of place among the polished floors and designer suits, they weren't criminals, they weren't a gang, they were the Iron Shepherds, a biker club known for one thing, rescuing people who couldn't rescue themselves, and one of them, a towering man named Ryder Hale, had once been saved by someone just like Maya, a woman who had risked everything to pull him out of a violent home when he was a teenager. So when the club received an anonymous tip about a woman in real danger, they didn't ask for proof. They rode. Inside the penthouse, Maya stumbled back from Ethan's rage, breath trembling, hands shielding her belly. Then, a sound. A deep, heavy boom against the penthouse door. Ethan froze. Another boom, and a voice. Open the door now. Ethan scoffed, smoothing his sleeves, unaware of the storm waiting outside. He flung the door open with arrogance, and froze. 7 men in black leather and steel boots stood there, filling the doorway like a wall. Ryder stepped forward. Move. Ethan laughed, actually laughed. Do you know who I am? Ryder's stare didn't flinch. Do you know what it means when someone calls us for help? Ethan ordered his security, but they didn't move. Not one of them. Some looked away, some looked ashamed, some looked relieved, because they knew, they had seen everything. Ethan turned back inside, and that was the moment when Maya whispered the softest sound. Please, help me. That was all Ryder needed. 2 of the bikers walked past Ethan and gently guided Maya to the door. She was trembling, breath short, eyes filled with fear and disbelief. Ethan lunged, shouting, but the bikers blocked him like a steel wall. You get near her again, Ryder said quietly, and the only people you'll be talking to are the police. And for the first time in years, Ethan realized something terrifying. Money couldn't protect him. They escorted Maya outside, out of the penthouse, out of the life she thought she was trapped inside, and for the first time, she breathed fresh air without fear. The Iron Shepherds led her to their bikes, offering jackets to keep her warm as she trembled. Where do you want to go? Ryder asked. I don't know, she whispered. Then start with this, he said. You're safe. And you're not alone anymore. Those words broke her, not in a painful way, but in the way a cage breaks when someone finally finds the key. The days that followed were a whirlwind. The Shepherds placed Maya in a secure home for women escaping abuse. Doctors checked her and the baby, both safe. Lawyers stepped forward, offering help. Investigators uncovered everything Ethan had hidden behind his public smile, and Maya, slowly, painfully, began to rebuild herself. One breath at a time. One day at a time. One truth at a time. She wasn't weak, she wasn't helpless, she had simply been trapped, but now, she was free. The final twist came weeks later, when Ryder visited her with news. Ethan had been removed as CEO, board members had turned on him, criminal charges were stacking fast, and dozens of employees had come forward, inspired by Maya's bravery. "Your story saved more people than you know," Ryder said. Maya looked down at her growing belly and placed a hand over her child. "Then maybe this is how change begins." "Yeah," Ryder smiled, "and maybe someday, you'll be the one helping someone else out of a cage." Maya nodded slowly. She wasn't just surviving anymore, she was rising. If you felt something from this story, if it moved you, inspired you, or made you believe in courage again, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video to someone who needs to know. No one deserves to suffer in silence. No one deserves to feel trapped, and sometimes, heroes ride in on the loudest, most unexpected motorcycles. Because courage doesn't ask permission. It just shows up when it's needed most.